In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use the tab and accordion elements. So this is a new page, and I'm just going to add a new row with a single column. We click on Add Element, and let's start with tabs. With tabs, you can have them as horizontal, vertical, or as owl sliders. In this tutorial, we're just going to use horizontal tabs. So we can use a fade-in effect by just checking this box here, and then I'll save my changes. Now we're going to start adding elements to our tabs. So we can add additional tabs by clicking this plus icon here. Let's customize the first tab. We click on the pencil icon, and we give the tab a title. Now in this case, we're looking at a restaurant, and we can use the titles to segment the tabs into different categories. In the first one, let's say that we have appetizers. Let's use an icon. If I click on this, I can choose an appropriate icon. Let's use this. And we'll save our changes by clicking the tick. Now we can click and drag these to reorder our tabs. So I'm going to put this at the front. Let's click on the next tab. And we'll customize this one too. Let's say salads in this example. And we'll add an icon. It doesn't matter really which one we use, so I'll just select this one. And then we'll save our changes. Now for each tab, we're going to add some content. So let's click on Add Element. And we're just going to add some text for this tab. And this process is just the same as we've been learning in the simple basic tutorials earlier. So here you can add whatever content you want. Now I'm not going to go into detail about how to add content as we've already covered that in other tutorials, but I wanted to show you how you can add elements to different tabs. Now since these other tabs don't have any content, I'm just going to delete them. So in the next part of this tutorial, we're going to learn how to add accordions. So I'm going to create a new row and then click on Add Element again. I'll find accordion and just insert that. I'll give it a title of our menu. Click on Save Changes. So let me go back into the settings quickly just to allow the sections to collapse. So I check this and save our changes. And in the accordion area, you can see that we can continue to add elements vertically. You'll see what that does when we visit the front end. So I'll click on Add Element, and let's add some text. Now it really doesn't matter what content you add to this accordion, and please refer to the basic tutorial on adding content to see how you can add additional content to your accordion tabs. Now this is the first accordion tab, and I'm going to add additional ones now. And now I'm going to fill them up with elements. So each accordion tab will have an element. I'll just add various ones so you can see how this works. So I'm just going to save this. And now we'll go to the live site so you can see what it looks like. I'll open this up in a new tab. And here are the tabs that we added. So we have our appetizers where you can add your menu. And here you'd have your menu with all of your appetizers, of course. Now notice that when I click on salads, we can't go to that tab. That's because we haven't added any elements to it yet. So I'll quickly go back and just add an element. Just a bit of text. Click Save, then Update. Now when we refresh this page, we'll be able to click on salads, and there's our content. So just remember that all tabs must have some content. Now remember the accordion elements that we added here. On the front end, we can see them at the bottom here. And if we click on the titles, we can see the content that we've added to each of them. So depending on your needs, you can customize the content accordingly. Now I want to show you one final element. That's the Google Maps element. So let's add a Google Map here. In this case, I'm going into the live editor, so we're working on the front end. I'm going to add a new row, and then we'll add a Google Maps element. I'll give it our location as a title, and we're going to paste our iframe code here. To do that, let's go over to Google Maps and find the iframe code. So let's type in an address. I'll just use this one. We click on Share, and then we go to the Embed Link tab, and we can copy this code here. We go back to this tab and we can paste it in place. We could change the height, but I'm going to leave it as is, and save our changes. So let's update this page. We'll go back to the preview of the page, and there we have it. There's our Google Map. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about Origin Builder, you can shoot us an email or open up a support ticket. We can also cover some other tutorials for you in future. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.